All right, by the way, this is Cammie. Come with me. This is my systems girl.
Hello, welcome.
So I'm going to be doing her makeup in a minute, but I'm going to do me first, and then I'm going to do a different tutorial on her. And so we'll sit her, but I'll bring you back in a minute. So, okay. So I have my base makeup on. So, I don't know what you guys all use, but the only thing I want to share, again, I am not a professional makeup. Lindsay wears the same makeup that I do. She uses the same makeup, so she understands what I mean when I say color match. So I don't know what you use as your foundation, but you'll want to make sure that you get some kind of makeup that is going to match your skin color, because you don't want to see a difference in color between your face and your neck.
You muted.
Sorry, my phone, there's a phone call coming through. So I just have just my foundation on, which is cream. I wear cream makeup, but this would work if you just, you have your Estee Lauder makeup on, or your Clinique makeup. So just get your face done. So I have good coverage. You can do that with a sponge. You can put it on with a brush. I actually put mine on with a brush. And then I blend it. I just use a blender brush and blend it all around. Some people use their fingers. So really, I think that's just up to what you want to do. But I'm going to start by doing packing, so highlighting and contouring. I'm going to do this in a very everyday makeup today, and then I'm going to do Cammie's. If we have time, I'm going to show you how to darken mine if I was going to be on stage, so that I can just kind of make it a little more heavy, but I'm just going to do an everyday makeup tutorial for you right now. I'm going to be doing it with all of my cream makeup. Then when I do it on Cammie, I'm going to be doing it with regular, I say drugstore, but like Target makeup, so that people who don't have the same cream makeup that I have can do it from your drugstore, whatever is in your makeup drawer. Am I making sense to everybody? Is this good? Okay. All right. First things first is get the right brushes. The brush I'm going to use to put on, I'm going to be putting on these dark brown colors. I know that looks pretty creepy, but another really good brush is this one. It's just a brush that's all flat. It's not angled. And so when I put this on Cammie later to do a little bit of highlighting and contouring, I'm just going to be using this as a bronzer, and I'm going to be teaching you how to apply it just under your cheekbone, so it gives a little bit of lift to your face. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking some dark warm colors, and I'm just going to go under, and I'm going to do this really quickly to show you that good makeup doesn't have to take a long time, because who has time for makeup? This is when I listened to my Come Follow Me lessons with Emily Bell Freeman, because she's amazing. I love her. Don't miss this. Does anybody listen to Don't Miss This? I love them. Anyway, okay, so I put this dark brown on, and then I put a little bit up on my forehead. Again, this is called highlighting and contouring. This is where the sun would naturally hit you and give you a little bit of a glow on your forehead. And then I'm just going to grab my jawline. And then I'm going to do a couple of lines down my nose, kind of highlight my nose. And I do a little bit under my lip to kind of give it a little bit of a shadow, so it looks like my lip is a little bit bigger. And then I just take a brush and I blend it all out. Remember, I already have my base makeup on, so I'm just adding a little bit of shadowing to my face. It's called highlighting, or this part's called contouring. Easy peasy. Then I'm going, it is really weird to do this on the phone, by the way. And then I'm taking a lighter color, this is professionally color matched for me, and I'm just going to go above on my cheekbones and just give myself a little bit of light. And I go right here on my forehead. Again, you're just kind of trying to give yourself a little bit of a sheen. And then same thing, I'm blending it out. And you can do this with powders if you don't have cream makeup, so you can totally do powders. Okay, I'm going to check my regular mirror to make sure I'm blending it okay. Okay, then I have just a round brush. Just a good brushes are a really good investment. If you get a cheap brush, just know hairs will fall out and you'll be peeling hairs off yourself all the time. So investing in good brushes is a really good idea. I really like Ulta for makeup and good brushes. I also really like Sally Beauty Supply, or online is really good as well if you can get a good recommendation on good brushes. Okay, I'm going into my blushes. I have a ton of different blushes. Now what I'm going to teach you today, my eye makeup, I'm wearing green because I have green eyes, and so green tends to pull out my eyes. So I really like wearing green. I have a lot of green in my wardrobe, whether it's a dark green or whether it's a light olive green or a sage green. And so today I'm going to be doing eye makeup and blush that coordinates with green. So if you know anything about a color wheel, you know the coordinating colors. Does anyone know what the coordinating color with green is? Does anyone want to unmute?
Is it red?
You would think, but a coordinating color with green is actually purple. So purples are really good. I'm not going to do super like vibrant purples. I'm going to do really muted purples, but it works really well with green eyes and green clothing. So along with my purple eyeshadow, I want to make sure that I'm wearing purples or pinks on my cheeks. I wouldn't want to do purple eyeshadow and then pull in a peachy or an orangey color. I want to make sure that I'm coordinating the whole look. And so I'm going to go with this purple cream blush, and then I'm mixing it with pink. I'm just kind of doing the two. And then I'm just putting it on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to blend it out. This is really strange doing it in the camera because I'm like a split second behind. This is fun. Okay. Then another tip that I really love, and especially in old age, I really like to look dewy and kind of a glowy look because I don't want to look old and creasy. And so I really, really love highlighters, and you can get these in powders, but there's a light highlighter and kind of a mid highlighter. I'm just going to use the bright highlighter, and I just go up on my cheeks like this. Can you guys see that? There's just a little bit of a sheen. I'm just picking that up. It just makes me look like I'm a little bit glowy. And then again, I just blend it out. And you can do this exact same thing with powders. You don't have to do it with cream. So that the top of my cheek just looks like it's just got a little bit of a little kiss on it. Okay. Next, I'm going to be doing my eye makeup. Now, eye makeup is one of my favorite things in the world. You can see I absolutely am obsessed with eye makeup because you can change it every day to coordinate with your outfits. Because I'm doing green today, I'm going to go with a purple palette. But by purple, I do not mean over the top purple. I mean subtle. When it comes to makeup, especially as we get older into our 40s and 50s, 60s, less is more. The more makeup you wear, the older you're going to look. And so a lot of older women I'm noticing are wearing far too much makeup, and it's actually making them look older. The older you get, you want to wear less makeup. And so I really like things to be subtle, but I also like to draw attention to the things that are some of my best features, which is my green eyes. I don't actually have that great of eyes, but I love the color of my eyes. So I want to draw attention to my eyes. And so I'm going to do a color palette with really, really muted purples. So I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to do this as my base color. And then I'm going to use these two as my other colors. Then I'm going to kind of do some crease work and show you what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that light color and I'm going to do an all over. Oh, did you notice I didn't put any eyeliner on? I'm going to tell you right now, the older you get, eyeliner will make your eyes look heavy. So if you want to look more natural and just utilize what you already have, just don't do any eyeliner. Right now, I'm going to show you at the very end how to add a little bit of eyeliner, but makeup has come a long way since our mom's day. This isn't the 80s anymore. Okay, so I just did an all over shimmery color, just kind of a base color. Okay, now I'm going to take this color and then I'm just going to do it all over my lid. Very, very little of it. Like you're not even going to be able to see probably on here that I even have purple on my eyes. But up close, you'll be able to see that it's coordinating with my green. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this dark purple here, and I'm going to just work it into the corner. I'm just coming down to where this part of my eye comes out. I'm just working it down just really slightly. I'm being very, very minimal on my makeup today because I want to look like everyday makeup. I'm not trying to like look like I'm going to be on a stage. I'm not speaking in church. I'm just going to pick up kids from school today. This is just everyday makeup. Then I take this darker color, this more reddish purple color, and I take it. And this is where I'm pretending this is my eyeliner. So whatever I have on here, I'm just going to take it straight across my eyelid like it's my eyeliner. And the reason that looks so much better is because it's softer than an eyeliner. Okay, can you see that? I have to check my regular mirror to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, then with a big soft brush, you could also do it with your ring finger. I used to actually do it with my ring finger a lot, but with a big soft kind of fluffy brush, I hold it way down here. I don't choke up on it. I hold it way down here, and then I just blend it so that I don't have any harsh lines. And that is my eye makeup. That is it. And then I do my mascara. This is like the fastest makeup ever. Lindsay, you love your Saint makeup.
Yeah, I love it tons. I've been using it for like, I don't like maybe 8 years or something.
Oh, that long. So when it was mascara.
So where do you get Saint? Is it online?
You need to find a rep for it. So you can just get online and find someone in your local area. I'm sure Lindsay has a rep. I have a rep, and they color match you even online. You can just send them a picture of you in front of a window so you're hit by natural light, and they'll help color match you. And then you can just have an account, and then anytime you're getting low on anything, you just put it in your cart and it ships straight to your house.
I love that.
It's brilliant. And I love the gal that I follow because she's always posting new tutorials, and because she has green eyes, I tend to really like her tutorials over anyone else because I'm wanting to maybe use the colors that she's doing on her eyes. And so I love following her tutorials. This is my favorite mascara in the world, and I have tried a lot because I cannot do falsies. I cannot do false eyelashes like the world is doing because I have an allergy to the glue, but I really want good eyelashes. And so I use it Superhero Mascara that's found at Ulta, and you can actually find it on Amazon. But look at how full my eyelashes are. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay, and that's my everyday makeup. Pretty easy. Okay, now lips. I always, this is like getting down to the nub. This is my favorite one. This is an Ulta, shoot, I'm gonna forget the name of this color, but it's just a basic kind of a tannish red color. And I just smudge out my lips, and then I just barely go on the top and I just smudge it out. It used to be back in the 90s, you remember when we watched Friends and everything, we like really outlined our lips and then we wore a lighter color. You don't do that anymore. You just kind of smudge it out just to give a little shape. You can put any lip gloss on, any color you want. I'm actually going to go back to using my cream makeup for this. And I'm just going to pick a purpley color because, again, I did purple in my cheeks, purple on my eyes. And so I'm actually going to pick a purpley pink color, and I'm just going to put that on my lips. And here's a trick. If you want to make your lips look fuller, you go back to a highlighter or a light eyeshadow, and you grab it, and then you just put it in the center of your lips. And then I just grab a gloss. I put it over the entire top of it. That's my everyday look, but it makes me look a little bit fuller in the middle because I brought a highlight into the middle. So that's my everyday easy peasy makeup. Easy? Okay. I'm going to teach you one thing. I did straighten my hair today. So I'm going to do quick makeup on me, quick hair, and then I'm going to do makeup and hair on Cami and show you some things on her because she has long straight hair and a lot of you guys have long hair. One thing is when I flatten my hair, so this is day old hair, it looks a little flat. It was fuller yesterday because I blew it out. It's a little flatter today. If I want to get a little more body in it, it used to be that you would rat your hair. I learned this trick fairly recently and I love it. Grab under your hair, take your flat iron, if you have flat iron, crease your hair and kind of hold it back. And that gives you a little bump underneath so that when you drop your hair on top, it gives you a little bit of body without having to rat your hair. It's a pretty easy trick, pretty cool for body. Someone asked what I use for heat shield. I use Lange is a heat shield spray that I put in while it's wet. I also put a tiny drop of this Chi Silk Infusion in my hands. Tiny, like a tiny drop because it's pretty oily, tiny little drop, and I run it through my hair. I do not have breakage. I do not have dry hair. I have very shiny, good hair, but I always put a heat shield on before I blow out my hair and before I use heat tools on it. It's imperative that you use the right stuff when you're going to use heat tools. Okay, so I've covered making sure that you don't have orange lines, making sure you have a little bit of a highlight, a little bit of blush, making sure that you're coordinating your eye color, your cheeks, and your lips. If you're going to go, I've done pretty minimal eye makeup. So if I'm going to go out at nighttime, I can take this look into a nighttime look really easily by pumping up my lips because I don't have a lot of eye makeup. Now, if I were to redo my eye makeup darker for stage, I won't want to go super hard on my eyes and super big on my lips because I can look clown-like. So I can I can go, I've got very little eye makeup on. It's just enough to make my eyes pop, but now I'm going to pump it up with a really, really bright purple because it goes with green. And so I'll pump it up with color, and then I'm going to mute it down a little with some of these on top. So I just want to mute it a little bit because it's a little too bright. Okay. And that's my date night look. Easy peasy. Super easy makeup. Okay, so I'm going to bring Cami in. Cami, come on in.
Hey, Wendy, while you're doing that, can I ask a quick question?
You bet, absolutely.
That palette that you're using, is that the same as your eyeshadow palette is that you just used on your lips, or is that different? Is it the same?
This is all my makeup. I take a bunch of brushes with me, and I take this on my trips with me. This is my face makeup, my highlighting, my contouring, all of my blushes and my shimmers and my lip. I can use that for lip as well. And then all of my eyeshadows all in one case.
Gotcha.
It's Saint Makeup, S-E-I-N-T. And I don't know for sure, I would look into it, but I think it's hypoallergenic. So anybody who has any allergies, this is like the best makeup I have ever used. It's my favorite because my skin feels super dewy and soft all the time. I don't look like I have any harsh shadows or creases. It's really nice. I love it. I never feel dry. Keeps me kind of moist. So I don't know. Lindsay can tell you more about it too. She loves it.
Wendy, super quick question. Heidi Grafferty asks, how often do you wash your brushes with the cream?
I'll be honest, I don't wash my brushes very often. I'm probably like once a month. I don't wash them out very often because they don't dry out. It's cream. So it's not like it's like dry and flaky. So I don't wash them very often.
So do you have like a bunch of different ones for the different colors? Like how do you switch out colors?
Yeah, well, my blush one, I just use this on all my colors. I just leave the blush on. Sometimes I'll grab a paper towel and wipe off what I used the day before.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm not a perfectionist at it. I just love it. All right.
That's like the cast iron skillet way of doing it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really easy. Okay, so Cami, you don't have any kind of face, right? Okay, take your glasses off. Cami is so awesome, you guys. She's my Lamira. I cannot even tell you. I can't even tell you what this woman is to me. She's so amazing. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to color match her, but I'm going to try because that's all I have. So I'm just going to kind of hide her redness. And she's a sport for doing this. She's so awesome. She's willing to help me on anything. You guys would love her. I wish she was part of the DTLC actually, because she would love you guys and you would love her. Okay, I'm not going to do a ton. I'm just going to put enough on her to just kind of get some of her redness. And then I'm going to blend her out. And she is a no makeup person, so I'm going to go really light on her today because I want to make sure I stay true to Cami. I don't want her to walk away going, I look like I need to be working the streets. I want her to look like herself, but I've just done a little bit of cream makeup on her. Okay, she's got hazel eyes like me, but I'm going to do a tan color palette on her because she's so natural. So I'm going to be using colors like this bronzy color and this brown, and maybe that one, just some shimmers and some coppery colors to keep her pretty natural. So again, I'm just choosing just a thin brush, and I'm going to start with a kind of a goldish color all over her lid. And this is all new to Cami. Cami's like being a real sport here. She's like, I have no idea what to do with any of this stuff. She's such a sport. Okay, so I'm just doing all over colors, a good base. Then again, I'm going for this tan. You can tell it's one of my favorites. I don't even know what these are called, but it's a really good color. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just putting it in her crease down to where the edge of her eye is. Make sure you guys are seeing me. Okay, and then I'm going to take this darker color and have this be her eyeliner. So I'm going to just take it. I think this one's called Cocoa. Okay. Just going to barely brush it along her lid. I'm not going to take it all the way over. I'm just going to take it halfway and then just leave it because I don't want it on her. And I did get a bit of makeup on this. I'm going to brush it off. Okay, again, I'm taking that big floppy thing and I'm just going to blend her. Okay, let me see. I'm going to grab my phone so you guys can see this up close because it's really awesome. Okay, close your eyes. See how simple that is? She just got a little bit in her crease and a little bit along her eye line, but not a harsh line like you would see in an eyeliner. So it's pretty mellow. Okay,
Pretty.
so any questions? Sorry.
Nope, so pretty.
Okay, yeah, it is very pretty. Okay, and again, because she's pretty natural, I'm gonna go super light on her. I'm gonna just put this pop of pink on her. I'm just gonna add in some spring with her. She's got such beautiful cheeks. Oh, I'm not doing cheeks yet, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Stop there. I'm gonna just use just a drugstore highlighter. And I'm gonna use a brush like this that's a little bit flatter, and I'm just gonna give her a little bit of a cheekbone. Just under her cheekbone, just a tiny bit, not a ton. Again, I don't want her walking out of here looking in the mirror going, wow, I'm ready for the circus. Okay, so I'm just barely giving her a little bit, and then that fun pump of color. Okay, just lift her cheeks a little, yeah, perfect. And then you're just going on her the apples. Just pumping up her cheeks with just a tiny bit of color. Okay, and then I'll see that same brush. I'm just gonna blend it all out. Okay, look at how natural she looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm gonna show her. Oh, you don't have your glasses on? Okay, then I'm gonna just put a little bit of mascara on her. I'm gonna do a really simple lip on her. Okay, just close your eyes halfway. Again, I want Cami to feel true to herself.
Wendy, while you're doing mascara, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm blonde. Everything's blonde. Eyelashes, everything. So you don't do any eyeliner, or do you do on the bottom? I mean, you're not doing it on the top. So, because I do it on the top and then part way on the bottom.
Are you talking? You're talking eyeliner or mascara?
Both.
You can do whatever you want. I tend to only do my waterline out. I mean, just a little bit of ice mascara out here. I don't go all the way across because I tend to look like I'm from the 60s. I look spidery. So I like just a little bit. Another easy way, if you're thinking you want more on your eyes, this is what I was going to tell you if you're like wanting to pump it up, if you're going to be on stage. Because I was doing those purples earlier, I'm going to take what's left on my brush and maybe just go back and grab a couple of those purples. And if I want to pump up my eyes, I just barely take what's left on my brush and I just run it under my eyes. Instead of doing eyeliner, just do what's left on your brush and see how that just popped my eyes. Now my eyes are like wham. So that's more what I would do on stage. But what people do is they tend to put dark eyeliner on because they think they need to be stage makeup. And so they put a ton of eyeliner on and it makes your eyes look really harsh. So you can actually pump your eyes up with just eyeshadow and what's left on your brush. Does that make sense? Am I answering questions? I'm sorry. Okay, then I'm gonna put a little bit of a brow pump if anybody needs to pump up the brows. I already did my brows before you guys came on, but this one's called Gimme Brow, but you can find anything at Target or the drugstore. This just has a little bit of color on it, and I'm just gonna give a little bit of dimension to her eyebrows, but not a lot because she's already got really great eyebrows. Okay, now I'm using that same lip liner on her. Just a little bit under and a little on the top. And then I'm going to take my colors and I'm just going to grab this peachy one mixed with her blush color and just give her a little bit of color on this. Oh my gosh, she still looks like herself. But oh my gosh, how stinking cute are you? Okay, let's see you. Oh my gosh, love it.
So bright, like just brightened and heightened everything, and just like that's the word that keeps coming to mind. It's just so bright and lovely and beautiful. Wow.
Isn't that pretty? Pretty nice.
Wow.
Okay, I'm at natural. Oh, I was going to show you a couple of things. If I just can get like 2 or 3 more minutes. Cami has really.
You muted.
Had to decline a call from my daughter. She got a second time today. She's not very happy. Her Instagram account. She's lost everything. She's very sad. Okay, so on long hair, I don't have long hair anymore, but height, I think, is one thing we do. We tend to do the old way where you get a curling iron, you take a curling iron, you roll up, and then you roll it down, and then it just keeps your hair flat. So what I love about a flat iron is that you can start at the top and you start curling, and then you just pull it through. And then it just has a little bit of body up here, and then it's got this nice loose curl. It is my favorite tool on the planet. I have 3 daughters, all with long hair, and we only use flat irons around here. This is a longe. I love it because it's titanium, so it won't kill your hair like most of the cheap metally stuff that you can buy at, you know, Walmart or something. And it just has these beautiful loose curls. And then I will do that all over her hair. I'm going to redo this one. So this one, I want to.
I use a chi. Is a chi good?
Chi is good. I used to have a chi many years ago. I unless you've got a newer chi, my chi was and she is not cheap, but my chi had kind of a flat edge on it and then dropped off, so it always would leave creases on my hair. The reason I love longe is because even the edge of the metal part is rounded, so I don't ever get a harsh line in my hair, if that makes sense.
Love that.
Yeah. So you start at the top.
Lindsay sharing that Costco has an amazing flat iron too, T3 brand.
They have lots of brands out right now because this is kind of the hair tool of the century. Like everybody loves it because you use it for straightening, you can use it for curling. I just showed you how to use it to get lift under your hair, so it's kind of like the only tool I use.
I hadn't thought about getting lift up, like doing it up, doing the curl up.
Under your roots, yeah. And then I'm just going to pull her curl out, and I will finish her hair for her today. And then I just put a little bit of coconut oil, a tiny drop in my hand, just rub it through my hands, and then I'll just go like this, and it'll just make her curls nice and shiny. So anyway, that's the end of my tutorial.